Jenna stood frozen in the hallway. The silence in the house was now so loud it pressed against her ears. Every step she took felt heavier than the last. The creaking of the wooden floor seemed unnatural now, like it echoed too long or didn't echo at all. She made her way back to the child's bedroom, expecting to find Tommy asleep where she had left him. But the bed was empty. The blankets were thrown back neatly as if no one had ever been in it. The stuffed bear that usually sat by his pillow was gone. She called his name again, but her voice didn't sound right. It felt too small in the air, like the house was swallowing it. Jenna's instincts were screaming. She grabbed her phone and dialed the parents again. This time, it didn't go to voicemail. It didn't ring either. Just silence. She stared at the screen until it flashed back to the home screen. She tried sending a text, but it failed immediately. No service. She moved through the house trying to find a signal. She held her phone above her head, near windows in the kitchen, but the signal bar remained dead. That's when the lights began to flicker. The flickering wasn't random. It was rhythmic. Almost like a signal. On and off. On and off. Then they stopped completely, leaving the house in complete darkness. Jenna froze again, letting her eyes adjust. Then her phone buzzed in her hand. A single new photo appeared. She didn't open it at first. She just stared at the notification. Her heart was pounding so hard she could feel it in her ears. She tapped the photo. It was a picture of her, standing in the hallway, just like she had been a minute ago. But she hadn't taken it. The angle was from behind. Whoever took it had been standing right behind her. She turned quickly, but there was nothing there. The hallway was empty. She wanted to scream, but nothing came out. Her legs moved before her brain told them to. She rushed back to the living room, opened the front door, and tried to run out. But the moment she stepped outside, the world shifted. It was still the house, still the front porch, but something was off. The sky wasn't dark anymore. It was a dull red, like rust. The air was thick, heavy like syrup. There were no sounds. No crickets, no wind, nothing, just stillness. She turned around to go back inside, only to find the door gone. The house was sealed. No knob, no frame. Just a blank wall where the entrance had been. She backed away slowly and heard something in the distance. A faint sound of a child giggling. She turned toward the sound and saw a small figure standing at the edge of the yard. A child. Maybe Tommy, but she couldn't be sure. His back was to her. She called his name, but he didn't move. She took a step forward, then another. The moment her foot touched the grass, the ground shifted. Not like an earthquake. More like the entire landscape tilted for just a moment, like a dream trying to stay still. The child disappeared. Then her phone buzzed again. Another photo. She hesitated this time. Her thumb hovered over the screen. Finally, she tapped it. The photo showed her in the backyard. Her own face, this time looking directly into the camera. Except her eyes were black, not just dark. Black like the inside of a cave. She didn't remember ever standing there. She didn't remember taking that pose, but it was her. She looked at the background in the photo. It was not this yard. It was not this world. Jenna started running. She didn't know where to go, but she couldn't stay still. She ran past the empty street, past the unmoving trees, past the identical houses that looked like empty shells. Every time she looked back, she felt like something was following her. Not footsteps. Just a feeling of being watched, hunted. Her phone buzzed again. Another photo. This time she didn't open it. She turned off the screen and shoved it into her pocket. As she ran, she noticed something strange. No matter how far she ran, the same house appeared again and again. Same red door. Same crooked shutters. Same porch light barely flickering. She circled around and returned to where she started. The house was waiting, and then the door was back, this time slightly ajar. She knew she shouldn't go inside. Every part of her screamed to run, but something told her that staying out here would be worse. She stepped inside. The lights were on again. Everything looked normal, as if nothing had happened. The air was warm, too warm. The house smelled like something was burning, but there was no smoke. Then she heard the voice again, a whisper close to her ear, but there was no one beside her. You should not have come back. Jenna turned slowly. In the hallway, Tommy stood holding his teddy bear. His face was pale, lips quivering, but his eyes weren't scared. They were empty, hollow, as if something else was looking through them. The house knows you now, he said it calmly. Then he smiled. And it's not going to let you leave. Jenna stepped back, but her body wouldn't move right. Her legs were heavy, her arms numb. She realized with terror that she was being pulled. Not physically, but mentally. Like her thoughts were being taken apart piece by piece. She looked around and saw the hallway walls shifting. They breathed, they pulsed. The ceiling cracked silently. Her vision blurred. The photo frame near the stairs now showed her face, not a photo she had ever taken. Just her staring with lifeless eyes. She screamed, but the sound never reached her ears.